Good morning, my dear students. In this video, we discuss the Maths 2A questions in MSET. Actually, 2A mathematics weightage is nearly 20 questions, plus or minus one question may be there. So, how many questions came from the chapters? The detailed analysis, just a few minutes we discuss that. Now, quadratic equations, 2 questions. Theory of equations, 2 questions. Partial fractions, 1 question. Complex numbers, 4 questions. Complex numbers means complex numbers and demoids together 4 questions. Total 9 questions. This is algebra 1. Next, binomial theorem, 2 questions. Permutations and combinations, 2 questions. Probability, 3 questions. Random variables, 2 questions. Statistics, 2 questions. Total 11 questions, algebra 2. So together 20 questions. Generally, the students feel probability, permutations and combinations, random variables, these topics are difficult. They feel like that. But you have to concentrate that. Sometimes you get very easy questions in those topics. So don't neglect that areas. Just you concentrate on the concepts or the solved examples, whatever you have. Okay. Now we discuss one by one questions. Now question number 1. If x is a real, then the range of x square plus 2x plus 1 by x square plus 2x plus 7. Okay, look here. Here, the numerator nothing but x plus 1 whole square. Denominator x plus 1 whole square plus 6. It is always greater than or equal to 6. It is always greater than or equal to 0. So totally it is greater than or equal to 0. Always greater than or equal to 0. 0 must. If x equal to minus 1, it gives 0. 0 must be there. So first option may be correct. Second wrong. Second wrong because do not contain 0. Third wrong because no 0. Fourth one may be there. But it is always greater than or equal to 0. That indicates no negative number. The set of real numbers contains negative numbers. That's why that is wrong. So 2, 3, 4 are wrong. That's why first option is the right answer. We can easily decide without calculation. But you know the method. In regular method you learn such type of problems. Let us take y and cross multiplication. Delta is less than 0. Like that we have to count it. Next, question number 2. That is the solution set of the equation root of x square plus 6x plus 5 is greater than 8 minus x. Now, observe the options. First one is 8 to infinity. Second one is 59 by 22 to infinity. 8. Third one up to infinity. Fourth one minus 1 to infinity. So fourth one, let us verify that fourth one. That means here minus 1 to infinity, 0 is there. Check that 0 satisfy that inequality. Let us verify. Look here. 5. If you substitute x equal to 0, 5 greater than 8. Is it true? No, wrong. That means fourth option wrong. Next. First option 8 to infinity. 8 to infinity. Second 59 by 22. That means 59 by 22 is 2 point something. That means second and third contains 3. But first one do not contain 3. Let us verify. This inequality satisfies 3 or not. Check that. 9 plus 18, 17 plus 5, 22, whatever it may be, 8 minus 3 is 5. It is totally positive. Definitely that is more than 5. So, more than 5. So, first option do not contain 3. X equal to 3 satisfy that. That's why first option not. Second, up to 8 only. Up to 8 only. Let us verify 10 or more than 8. Let us take 9. It is negative. 8 minus 9? Definitely it is positive quantity. So 9 satisfied. That's why 9 must be there. Second wrong. Third contains 9. That's right. So by mind calculation, by verifying the one by one, such type of questions, you can easily solve that without calculation. But how to solve that? You learn that. Now, look here. This must be greater than 0. The quantity under root is greater than or equal to 0. As well as this is greater than 0. Squaring both sides and simplifying, we solve that. Definitely you get the solution. Now, question number 3. We are coming to the question number 3. If the sum of any two roots of the equation x cube plus px square plus qx plus r equal to 0 is 0, sum of any two roots is 0, then that means alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is equal to sum of the roots is minus p, but alpha plus beta is 0, so it is 0, so gamma is minus p. That you substitute in equation 1, thus that minus p substitute here, minus p cube plus p cube minus p cube plus r equal to 0. So here these two are cancelled, pq equal to r, pq equal to r. So option is, first option is the right answer. Actually there is another method, but that is so lengthy. If you go to the verification, depending on the problem, you have to go verify. X minus 1 roots are 1 roots. You can check that, but that is lengthy than the real solution. So depending on the problem, you have to go the method. Now question number 4. Alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of x cube minus 2x square plus 4x minus 1 equal to 0. Now here having the roots of alpha, beta plus gamma plus 1 by alpha. Alpha, beta, gamma, look here, alpha, beta, gamma, product of the roots is minus of minus 1 by, that means 1. That means beta gamma equal to 1 by alpha. So beta gamma plus 1 by alpha is, it is 1 by alpha, 1 by alpha plus 1 by alpha, 2 by alpha. 2 by alpha. Now, then the equation 1 by alpha, so 2 by alpha. This 2 by alpha, actually here the question is, once you read that question, then the equation having the roots. That means we have to find the equation having roots 2 by alpha, 2 by beta, 2 by gamma. That is taken as x 2 by alpha. So implies alpha equal to 2 by x. So this alpha is a root of the given equation. You have to substitute 2 by x instead of x. We get the equation. That is the answer. So here my dear students, just you substitute 2 by x here, 8 by x cube minus 4 by x square minus 8 by x square plus 8 by x minus 1 equal to 0, and take the equation, multiply with minus x cube, that become x cube minus 8x square plus 8x minus 8 equal to 0. You check that option x cube minus 8x square plus 8x minus 8. Clearly the third option is the right answer. But don't confuse that. All the terms are like that. Be careful. The question is very easy, but don't lose the marks from this type of questions. Question number 5. Here x square plus 5x minus plus 7 by x minus 3 whole cube. Let us take y equal to x minus 3. Question number 5. Y equal to x minus 3. Just you substitute x equal to y plus 3. And here the partial fraction, total fraction, you have to substitute that. Y plus 3 whole square plus 5 into y plus 3 plus 7 by y cube, that equal to y square plus here 6y, 5y, 11y, constant 9 plus 15, 9 plus 15, 24, 24 plus 7, that is 31 by y cube. That is nothing but 1 by y plus 11 by y square plus 31 by y cube. Y equal to x minus 3. So here, my dear students, a equal to 1, b equal to 11, c equal to 31. Now here, the question is connected to the straight lines. Then the equation of the line having slope a. Slope a means x minus y equation. So first option wrong. Third option wrong. First or wrong. Answer is either second or fourth. Verify that. The passing through BC 11 comma 31. You check that. 11 x equal to 11, y equal to 31. Which one satisfy? Among 2 and 4. Don't check first and third. Already we decided. These are wrong. So third is second option. Fourth option is wrong. You check that. Second option is the right answer. So we need not solve the total question. You have to utilize that time in another problem. Now we are going to the next question. Question number 6. Z equal to x plus iy is a complex number. 1 plus ij modulus equal to 1 minus ij modulus. Now here, taking common I in this, I 1 by I is minus I, z minus I. Taking common I, mod I is 1, z plus 1 by I is minus I. Here also, taking common minus I, that is z plus I. Look here, this point is 0 comma 1. This point is 0 comma minus 1. We have a shortcut formula. We have a formula mod z minus z1 equal to mod z minus z2. Mod z minus z1 equal to mod z minus z2. That always represents the perpendicular bisector of the line joining z1 and z2. It is z1, it is z2. Observe these 2 points. These 2 points are lie on y-axis. Origin, the distance 1 unit away from origin, 1 unit away from down to origin. So these 2 perpendicular bisector is x-axis. Every point on x-axis. X-axis is the real line. So imaginary is 0. Whenever the complex number having imaginary is 0, then z equal to z bar. Z equal to x plus iy, z bar is x minus iy, y is 0, so automatically z equal to z bar. So option, now here option is 3, direct answer. Now 7, question number 7. Omega is a complex cube root of unity, then sigma k equal to 1 to 6 omega power k plus 1 by omega power k whole square. Look here, my dear students. Let us take k equal to 1. Omega plus 1 by omega. 1 by omega is omega square. Omega plus omega square. But 1 plus omega square is 0. Omega plus omega square is minus 1. So minus 1 whole square is 1. So here 1 to 6, there are 2 numbers, 3 multiples, 3 and 6. If you take k equal to 3, omega cube is 1, 1 by omega cube is 1, 1 plus 1, 2 square is 4. So 1 to 6, 3 and 6, that value gives 4. So the remaining 4 numbers, each one is 1. So 4 into 1 plus 2 numbers, that is 2 whole square. Once again, 1 to 6 numbers are there. 4 numbers gives 1 only. Remaining 2 numbers are 3 and 6. That is 1. So 2 into 2 square. So total value 8 plus 4, 12. Verify that. The 12 is option 3. You can easily identify that. Next, the question number 8. Question number 8. Match the following. list 1 and list 2. My dear students, here list 1 and list 2 is there. List 1 contains 4 questions and list 2 contains 5 questions. Here, don't solve all the questions in list 1. First, you solve first question. You solve first question. First question is, look here, first question, that is 8. Question number 8, first one, that is root 3 minus I. Root 3 minus I is mod amplitude form 2 into root 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 into I. That element, that number, the corresponding coordinate root 3 comma minus 1, that belongs to fourth quadrant. That belongs to fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, root 3 by 2 sine angle is minus, that is cos root 3 by 2 is pi by 6. So cos minus pi by 6. Cos, that means cis minus pi by 6 is there. Cis minus pi by 6. Cos minus pi by 6 is root 3 by 2. Sin minus pi by 6 is minus 1 by 2. This can be written as 2 into root 3 by 2 minus I by 2. Minus I by 2. So root 3 by 2 cos theta, sin theta is minus 1 by 2. That's why. So let us verify that. Options. First, list 1. First one, join. Which one? First one, join. That is cis minus pi by 6. That is D. Verify that options. First one, D. That means B, 3 and 4 are wrong. It indicates that 3 and 4 are wrong. Our answer is either 1 or 2. Verify. Look here. You observe that here we are not solving the 4 questions, even though we decide that answer is either 1 or 2. Now observe the options 1 and 2. Which one you have to solve? Second one, because second one have different joinings. So second one, that is second question is root 3 plus I. Same, that equal 2 into root 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into I. That means 2. It is cos pi by 6. It is sin pi by 6. Cos theta plus I sin theta, that is cis theta. That's why cis pi by 6. Observe the options. That join cis pi by 6. Where is this? 2 cis pi by 6 is A. So second one join A. Now we check 1 and 2 only. Don't observe third and fourth. Second one A. First option is wrong. Second option is the right answer. We need not solve the third and fourth. Without solving third and fourth questions in list 1, we can easily decide the answer. Sometimes such type of questions, first question or second question or third, whatever it may be, you select one, definitely that decides the correct answer. So that is depending on the options. Now question number 10. Question number 10. The binomial rational terms in the binomial expression 4th root 5 plus 5th root 4 whole power 100. There is a shortcut formula, that is p root x plus q root y. The LCM whole power n by LCM of PQ integral part plus 1. N is 100 by LCM of 4 and 5, 20. 100 by 20, 5 plus 1, that is 6. So answer is 6. Third option is the right answer. Answer is 6. Okay, my dear students, just I don't know. Here the general method, the regular method is just we have to take the general term, that is tr plus 1 ncr x to the power n minus r y to the power r. That means here n minus r 100 minus r by 4, 100 minus r by 4. Next this one whole power r by 5 These two are integers. 100 minus r by 4 and r by 5 are integers. Here, this is 20 by 20. 100 minus, that means 25 minus r by 4. 25 minus r by 4. Here, r by 5. So the number of multiples from 0 to 100, 0 to 100, 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So that's why 6 numbers. The regular method also easy. That's why 6 numbers. Question number 11. If x equal to 1 into 3 by 3 into 6, that's 1. Okay. Now here it belongs to the sum of infinite terms in the binomial theorem. But there are missing 2 terms. One is 1 and another one is 1 by 3. Adding 1 and 1 by 3. That means that contains the complete series. 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 into 3 by 3 into 6 plus 1, 3, 5 by 3, 6, 9 plus and so on. Infinite series. Next, continuation. Now we have to find 9x square plus 24x. Okay. As it is x plus 4 by 3 equal to, that is the sum of infinite terms, the binomial expansion that belongs to 1 minus x whole power minus p by q, that belongs to 1 minus x whole power minus p by q. So 1 minus difference of the common difference in numerator 2, common difference in denominator 3, whole power minus p by q. Look here, it is p plus q, p plus q, p plus 2q, p minus 1, minus p minus 1 by q, common difference, that is 2. That's enough. The sum of such type of infinite series, we can easily write down 1 minus common difference of numerator by common difference of denominator, whole power minus p by q minus 1 by common difference. So that is 1 minus 2 by 3, that is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 whole power minus 2, minus 1 by 2, that is root 3. Root 3. Now squaring both sides, x square plus 8 by 3x 2ab plus 16 by 9 equal to 3. Now throughout the equation multiply with 9x square plus 24x. Here 16, here 27. 16 take that side. 27 minus 16, that is 11. Check the answer. 11 is 9x square plus 24x. That is the question. Option 1 is correct. Next, 12th question. Question number 12. That is, a question paper contains 4 questions, each having 4 alternative answers. The number of ways that a candidate can answer one or more questions. Look, my dear students, the question paper contains 4 questions, each question alternative, MCQ, multiple choice questions. But the multiple choice questions, here 1 or more questions, the candidate can answer 1 or more questions. That means here, in how many ways can you answer? In how many ways can you answer? That is, you didn't answer that question, that is one way. One option, either A or B or C or D, 4 ways. So total number of ways are 5. Total number of ways are 5. First question chance is 5, second question chance is 5, third question 5, fourth question 5. So 5 power 4, 625. But the condition is the student must answer at least one question, 1 or more questions. That means minus 1. Minus 1, at least 1 you have to answer. That's why 624. So third option is the right answer. Okay, now 13. The die, 2 dice are thrown and 2 coins are tossed simultaneously. The probability of getting prime numbers on the dice along with the head and a tail on the two dice, on the two coins, head and tail. That means one coin shows head, one coin shows tail. HT, TH, two chances are there. Possibility is 4, that is 2 by 4. That one is 2 by 4. First one, die shows prime number. So, what are the prime numbers out of 1 to 6? 2, 3, 6. 2, 3, 5, sorry. 2, 3, 5. So, 3 by 6. Next die, 3 by 6. As well as the coins, head and tail, head to tail, tail head. So, 2 by 4. So, that's why 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, nothing but 1 by 8. Option? Which option? First option is the right answer. Next, 14. 14. Here, the question number 14, you observe that boxes B1, B2, B3 that contains B1, B2, B3, 14. Here, look here. B1, B2, B3 contains the balls as given. The list is given in that. One ball is drawn at random from each box. Among the balls drawn, then the probability that two are black and one is white. Here, black balls and white balls list is given. Okay, the drawing the balls. From each bag, one ball is drawn. Total number of drawn balls are 3. The drawn 3 are 2 black and 1 white. The possibilities: black, black, white, or black, white, black, or white, black, black. This is the order. First bag black, second bag black, third bag white. So check that. In the given list, what is the probability of a drawn ball is black from the first bag? 2 by 3. 2 black balls are there. Total number of balls are 3. From second bag, total number of balls are 4. But one black ball is there. 1 by 4. Next, third bag, total number of balls are 5. Black balls are 3. White balls are 2. So 2 by 5. Now, just you take the first term perfectly. We need not observe the every time question paper. Observe that. Here black is probability this. Black probability 2 by 3. Second bag white probability. It is black probability 3 by 4. Complementary. Plus here white 2 by 5. Here black 3 by 5. 3 by 5. Plus now here black. Here black, so 1 by 3. Black probability this, but we want white. White 3 by 4. Black we want 1 by 4. Complementary. Next black same 3 by 4. 3 by 5. Now simplify. 3 into 4, 12. 12 into 5, 60. 60. Product 4 plus 18 plus 3. That is 25 by 60. That means 5 by 12. 5 by 12 is the right answer. So option is 5 by 12. You check that first option is the right answer. But the question is very simple. Very simple. It belongs to the total probability concept. Probability, but it takes 1 or 2 steps. Question number 15. In an admission test, there are 15 multiple choice questions. Each question is followed by 3 alternative answers. Out of these three, maybe one or more than one correct answers. It is multiple, more than one or more options are correct. In previous, only one option is correct. But in this question, one or more one or maybe correct. If the student attempts all the 15 questions and make the answers randomly, the number of different ways he can answer the questions. Okay, here number of questions are 15, but how many ways the student can answer the question? That means the answer is one or more. 4C1 plus 4C2 plus 4C3 plus 4C4. 4C not missing. If there 2 power 4, some of the binomial coefficients, that is missing. So the student can answer the question 2 power 4 minus 1, that is 15. So first question chances are 15, second question chances are 15, third question chances are 15, 15th question chances are 15. So the total number of ways are 15 power 15. But here in the previous question we write down there minus 1, but here no, don't write minus 1. Why? There condition is given. In how many ways the student can answer one or more questions, but here such type of condition is not given. The number of ways are 15 power 15, so option is second option. Next, 16th question. 16th question, we can easily identify the correct answer by observing the options. Here, P of B greater than P of A, P of A and P of B. We have to find P of A and P of B. Now here, if probability that both A and B happen is 1 by 12. Both A and B, that means P of A intersection B is 1 by 12. P of A intersection B is 1 by 12. Another condition, and the probability neither A nor B happen, P of A bar intersection B bar equal to 1 by 2. Here given A and B are independent events. P of A into P of B equal to 1 by 12. Verify the options. By observing the options, 1 by 12 product is 1 by 12. First option correct, second option correct, third wrong, fourth wrong. So our answer is either 1 or 2. Now here P of A bar into P of B bar equal to 1 by 2. Complementary product. First one complementary 5 by 6. Second one complementary 1 by 2. Is the product 1 by 2? Check that. No, not equal to 1 by 2. First option wrong. 1, 3, 4 are wrong. Second option is the right answer. You check that. Second option, that is P of A 3 by 4. Complementary P of A is 1 by 4. Complementary you have to take 3 by 4 into P of B bar 1 by 3 given. Complementary is 2 by 3. That is 3 cancel. We get 1 by 2. It is the right answer. So without calculation, by observing the options, we can easily decide the answer by mind calculation. Next, 17. Given below, alpha is P of x less than 3, beta is P of x greater than 2. P of x less than 3 means P of x equal to 1, x equal to 2. So sum of their probability lambda plus 2 lambda, that is 3 lambda. That is 3 lambda. 17th question, very simple. Alpha equal to 3 lambda, beta equal to P of x greater than 2. Greater than 2 is 3, 4. Their probabilities are 3 lambda, 4 lambda, sum is 7 lambda. Their ratio here alpha is to beta. In the question, alpha comma beta is given. That is wrong. Alpha is to beta is correct. Alpha is to beta is 3 is to 7. So which option is right answer? Fourth option is the right answer. Last question. Now here, 18th question, that belongs to the infinite AGP. Infinite AGP. Infinite AGP. Question number 18. Question number 18. P of x equal to k. Sigma P of x equal to k 1. That means A is constant. You have to write before sigma. That is remaining part is k plus 1 by 3 power k, where k rotates from 0 to infinity. That sum is 1. Expand that. That is A into k is 0. You have to write down k equal to 0. 1 plus k equal to 1. 2 by 3. K equal to 2. 3 by 3 square. K equal to 3. 4 by 3 cube. Plus and so on equal to 1. It belongs to infinite AGP. Infinite AGP. Infinite AGP. Now here the formula is A into A by 1 minus R. Just you write down the formula a by 1 minus r plus dr by 1 minus r whole square. That is the sum of infinite AGP. But this a is different actually. Implies a is first term 1 by common ratio is 1 by r 1 by 3 common ratio plus dr common difference is 1 ratio is common ratio is 1 by 3 1 minus 1 by 3 whole square equal to 1. For that we get a into 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3, that is 3 by 2 plus 1 by 3 into 9 by 2 by 3 whole square, that is 9 by 4. So here 3 times equal to 1, that is a into 4 LCM a by 4 into a into, that is 6 plus 3 by 4 equal to 1. 9 by 4, take that side, 4 by 9. Therefore a equal to 4 by 9. Option, second option is the right answer. Okay, my dear students, the questions are 2A questions are over. Now next video we are concentrated on 2B. I think one more MCET exam is there on 14th of September 2020. So in this exam these questions are useful.